we cached them out and got this. So I want to talk about assigning materials and some of the issues that come in from if you just do a straight cache outwards. So we've got snow, sand, water, and a cloth thing there. I've rendered out, simulated the cloth separately. So, and I've simulated out the granular particles separately. Now, what we can do is obviously we can do an assign material. And we can plug in the output of that into that. The error, no, it's all right. And then go to this guy, make a shader, AI standard surface, then go to utility because we want to get hold of that color we've given them. So AI user data color. Just going to plug that into the emission just so we don't have to bother with the light. Should I do that? Yeah, it looks nice. I like doing it. Do that. Put the emission to 1. User data color. Make sure we write in color, but not capitals. Capitals won't work. Color like that, and then just drag that in, and then put that into surface material. That'll go grey. So now just do that. If I go to the render view, what is it? Render. We've already got it. There we go. So we can see the white's white, the yellow is yellow, and the blue is blue. But they've only got one material on them, and that's we're not separated out because they've all been cached, and they all come out of here as one thing. So we have to do something slightly different if we want to change these. So if I go, say, now if I've got, so I've moved him off screen. Just to sort of clarify this. Sorry, I don't really need. Let's do that. Get rid of that. So if I, change the emission, it's going to change it on all of them, as you can see. So, but one's snow, one's sand, and one's liquid, so I want different materials on them. So the way to do that is we have a node called split points by material. As you can see, we've got points in fluid, sand, snow, and other particles. So if I put that into there, and I put, say, the fluid into there, and I rewind it, and I change that back to right. Is that going to work? Change that back to right and rewind. Oh, actually, yeah, because it will. I've already still got that. You see, all the fluid ones disappeared, and now we've only got that. And if I do that, we're going to get that. We'll do that. We're going to get that. So if I cache them out, I'm not 100% sure if I cache them out altogether whether I'll just be stuck with them all as one block again. So I'm just going to go Control-C-V for that, and Control-C-V for that one. So you sort of get the gist here of this. We can now, fluid into that one, sand into that one, snow into that one, and I can call that one, I'm going to call it liquid. This one's going to be sand. Sand. And this one's going to be snow. Like that. And then we just plug them all into outputs. And that one's actually already got that one, so we can leave that one as is. Or I can just die. Just for the time being, and then not go blue, so we can see it. And then we can just, we don't need to cache that one again. So just do that to read. Well, I'll just cache it anyway, it doesn't really matter. Hit cache. I'll pause this. So, gone in and cached that. I can just put all these back to reads. Read. Annoyingly, they're going to disappear. I haven't done that last frame again. Have I still got that on? No. It's annoying that. So, let me just hit L. Let's make this a bit smaller. So, I'm now with my split point materials. I've got my three, which one's that one? That's my liquid. So now if I just unplug that, the liquid disappear. There we go. So we've now got, and we can basically go in if you wanted to and do the sort of 3 separate materials for each. I won't do that now because it's, you know, at 7 minutes. And it will be a bit boring just to watch me go through and remake materials for this, but you've seen the workflow. You just, you know, go in. Oops, wrong one. So this one will be my liquid. I'm just going to go out liquid and use a data color, and you could just duplicate these, you know, and then just rename them. They're all going to have the same user data color because it's all called color for each one, and make those, and then you'll get separate renders materials for each of them. Now this works great if you've just got one fluid, one sand and one snow. If you've only got one of each of these in here, then it's all fine, but if you have, say you've got 2 fluids and you want them to have 2 different things, this isn't going to help you out because it still only just strips them to individual particles. So in the next video I'll show you how you don't have to go through all this and make all these caches. We can give them an ID which we can then access later on.